You know what's funny? This box here says, this side up contains liquid. So what's the delivery guy do? It's like that at my door. So who sent who? Oh, FedEx. Hey, good job, FedEx. We got a box here. What's it for? Well, didn't you read the title of the video? Just kidding. You guys are pretty good about knowing what's up. Which I'm surprised more people aren't watching these engine videos. But I don't know. What do we got here? What do we got? Milling engine parts. I don't even know what this is. Oh shit. Oh yeah, hey look. It's the oil drive. Let's see what you put. How do you do this now? Something like that. Ooh. How does that work? Is it just bird? Probably. Anyways, what this is, you put this down where the distributor goes. You put this in there, and of course you gotta lube this up because this is gonna spin. You hook your drill up to this, and it drives the oil pump. We'll go over that in a minute, too. Milling, you know, to go with my oil pump. Oh, this garage is a disaster. We got so much going on in here. Let's see what we got. Intake manifold bolts. Yep, brand spanking new. We're gonna put that on in this video. What do we got here? Water pump bolt kit. We're going to be running long tube headers, or at least I'm planning on. So we got some spark plug boot protectors. Brand new valve cover bolts. We're doing 2 different oil changes. Well, assuming we don't flat spot our cam, which is a very likely possibility if something goes awry. So, anyways, the plan is we have one filter here. We're going to run the comp cam's break-in oil. This is what they want you to run per the manual because I have a comp's cam in it. So we're going to run this in there. So having all this will hopefully keep us from killing the camshaft. I definitely skipped a couple of steps there just because reasons, but I think we'll be okay. I bought 6 quarts. Should take 6 quarts. And then we do our second oil change. We got another filter here, and then on the second oil change, we're gonna run some VR Racing oil. Probably gonna stick with this kind of stuff just because man, it's noisy today. Yesterday was even worse. All kinds of sirens and stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna run this VR1 stuff. It was actually kind of cheap. Keep that in there. It's got plenty of zinc in there, so I'll keep our cam from forking off on us. So that's the current plan. Let's see. We got more stickers. And we got more flammables. That'll get fed to the fire pit. Ooh. Oh, the whole engine just falls off. Come on, engine stand, cooperate with me. Can you guys see? You guys can see? Yep. Mm-hmm. Is that all we got? Okay. No, didn't really do a video on this because while I was out here just tinkering, just having a little bit of fun trying to see what this engine's gonna look like with all the brackets painted up. I went ahead and did all that, painted the idler, water pump pulley, harmonic balancer, and all that stuff is on. I'm gonna have to shut that garage door. You guys are gonna get bled out here. All right. Let's see. So we got this little thing. This will drop right down and make with the oil drive, and then that little spacer just keeps this aligned. My only thing is I don't know which way do we spin this thing. So that cam is going this way. And then grab our distributor. Actually, I don't need the whole distributor because it's got this stupid two-piece deal. So this is the other end. We gotta clean this off. So if it's going this way, it's pulling it down. So it spins counterclockwise. Okay. So what we'll do is, I think we could pour some oil down the hole here. I've got a drain plug in. I put a new washer on it. Yeah, the drain plug on this I don't really like. It's kind of weird looking. But I'm going to end up putting a new one. And the hole for the plug is not stripped, but the bolt, I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's see. Would it be a problem if we threw some gear oil down it? Why not? Oh, I know one of you is just like, ah! You know, I'm going to put a little bit down here. Getting on that cam gear. I'm just going to put a little bit. Mostly just put it in the rockers. I've got assembly lube in the rockers, but I want to get this gear oil in there. So my main thing is I want to get this engine fully primed, and I want to crank it over by hand. And after I crank it over by hand, I want to see if maybe the lifters will pump up just by priming it and cranking it. Because I want to make sure that my coil springs do not bind. Because I was reading the manual for the camshaft, and I was really into the whole, valve spring part of the install. We're gonna start with our comp cams. Oh, they all got freshness seals. Great. Smells like it's got alcohol in it. I wouldn't know anything about that. So I'm gonna pour this right down the gap here. Oh yeah. Hope I'm not forgetting like a bolt or something. Oh, I don't have an oil pressure sensor. I think I threw that one out. I don't know if I have a plug. We're gonna have a problem there. Do I have a bolt that will fit in there? So far we're not leaking oil on the ground. That's good, right? I did something right. Developed for professional engine builders. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, this is so satisfying. Finally getting oil in here. I can't wait to get my long tube headers on this thing and see how it looks. Comp cams. I felt better buying the comp cams oil. I mean, that's what it says in the manual for the camshaft to run. So, you know what I don't have? I don't have a dipstick. Well, gonna have to order more parts. I'll see if Napa can get me a factory dipstick. If not, I'm gonna have to get on Summit Racing and order one. I do need to order a different carburetor spacer. I realized that when I did the carb swap on this thing, I accidentally bought the open plane adapter instead of the 3-hole square bore adapter, so I'm gonna have to order one of those. I totally spaced it, get it, when I ordered that originally. So I'll correct some of my mistakes. Okay. That's the last quart going in. We got 6 quarts of the finest 10W30. Is that what I got for the racing oil too? Yeah, 1030. I'll probably just keep a 1030 in this engine. I kind of screwed up. I should have pre-filled the oil filter. Darn it. Okay, I had a little bit of something to put in there. Photograph FL1A. Probably going to be the only filter we'll run on this engine. And then comp cam states after you run this thing for 30 minutes at 2,000 RPMs, assuming you don't flat spot a cam, then you have to change the oil. That's when we'll put the VR1 in, and then we'll end up taking the truck for a drive, and hopefully everything goes all well. I guess we can put our oil pump drive. We're gonna go counterclockwise there. I gotta watch out for that port there. I'm gonna go see if I have a brass plug or something we can put in there. Clockwise. Here we go. Are we ready? Let's see if we get some oil. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That didn't take too long. Oh, we got pressure now. Oh yeah. Oh, we're spinning. We got oil flow. Okay, let me get a towel. I didn't realize we were spinning on the chuck there, and it was getting her. Oh yeah, dude, this thing is splooging. So we've got oil over here. Let's get a valve cover on. Okay, let's rotate this engine. Don't have the right socket. We were shooting a little bit of oil off the back because I haven't put the rear main seal in yet. I should take the spark plugs out. Not number 1, but number 5. Valve spring here. I'm watching it go down. It's got lots of room in between it. They want you to have like 60 thousandths of room in between each valve or each coil. So it looks like we have plenty of room. I don't see anything binding up, so I think we'll be fine to run these springs and during the break-in. Okay. So even when they fully pump up, this thing's gonna have to run for these to pump up. So it's got a little bit of valve lash there, but I'm pretty sure it needs to pump up first. But even with that little bit right there, and again, I could be totally wrong on this. It's probably supposed to be like this. But I think we're fine with the valve springs for our break-in. When I had the intake off and I was spinning this around, I was seeing that every lifter was spinning over really nicely. I mean, it's spinning pretty quick too. So I suppose that's good. Let's put... I'll drop that on there. Let's pump her up again, see what we get. Alright, let's prime her up again. Nice! .60 psi oil pressure just from the pump. See, I think these were made to order, I'm not sure. Okay, part of the reason why I ordered the kit was because it came with all of this. Oh, we got stickers. We even got a carb number. But we don't have emissions out here, so we can just, forget about that. Oh, this has got 2. There's 2 in here. Oh, it's just those on the ground there. Oh yeah. I thought it was only going to be 1 per box, but they got 2 in there. All right. I have always wanted to have long tube headers. I'm not worried about the paint. This has temporary paint on it. So I'm hoping it does actually run this engine outside of the truck. and I want to wrap these, probably paint them in header paint, and then wrap them with my heat wrap that I got, or at least try to. I'm going to at least wrap some of these tubes closer to like the starter, is mainly what I'm concerned about. I'll figure out how to wrap these. That'll be fun. They're not super heavy either. So I bought these specifically for this truck. So my hope is that I'm gonna sand these down so they're nice and clean. But my hope is that these will fit in there no problem, and you know, not be an issue. I'm gonna do something real quick, like when I mean loosely, I mean no gaskets. See, does this hardware here fit? Why, it does. Oh, we accidentally shipped the Chevy headers out to you. So yeah, I definitely want to wrap at least these two tubes. But I kind of want to wrap all of it, and especially like right here, because they're going to be right around the motor mount. Yeah, I still gotta order a dipstick for this. So I'll probably have to put a cork in that. Unless I happen to have, oh, I still have the old dipstick. We might actually just make that work. Let's take a look at this before we end this video. Look at that. Oh my god, this is gonna be fantastic. I have something special planned with this exhaust. I'm depending on how those headers work. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but I was thinking this truck is kind of going to be a hot rod. So those tubes are going to end somewhere right around here, and I'm thinking of just bringing it out and then measuring how long we need here, but doing a side pipe. I might even do a side pipe that'll come along out to here. I think that I'd like to have it end somewhere right around here, so we'll figure out where those headers end, provided they fit. But that's what I'm thinking about doing for exhaust. So whatever I had going on before, that's going. So let me know what you guys think of that. Now check out my other goodies I got in my garage of despair. So I'm a big glow shift gauge guy. I don't like, autometer's great, sure, whatever. I don't like the way they look. I like the way these look. And I've had these in my big truck for 3 years now, and they've been fantastic. So we got oil pressure. I'm not going to run the factory oil pressure gauge anymore. I'm going to put that in place of the old little acorn thing that went down here. So that sensor's going to go there. I have, what is this one? Water temp. I got vacuum. I know it's also a boost gauge, but I wanted it for the vacuum for part of the tuning deal. I have a wideband air fuel gauge. So we're gonna, on one of the pipes here, at the collector here, we're gonna put, or on our adapter that goes here, we're gonna weld in the bung that comes in this kit. So that way we can have a air fuel mixture checker upper. I bought me a Lone Wolf 6000. And then I got this box of jets to fatten this up a little bit. This is a 450 carburetor. It was what was on here when I ran it and blew the engine up. I only blew the engine up because it lost a freeze plug and puked all its coolant everywhere, so that's kind of why it went up. Otherwise it would have been still running. So we got this. It's going to go back on there. Now next year I'm planning on tossing in a Holley Sniper, and it's kind of what I was wanting to do before, but I really wanted to keep this thing like simple carbureted, but I think we'll get a Holley Sniper for it, and you know, really have a nice running rig here, being able to tune this thing from in the cab, and also that new distributor that I'm gonna get with the Holley Sniper. I can tune everything all through the Holley Sniper. Not have to worry about any vacuum advance or anything like that. Have it all electronic, so that'd be kind of cool. That's kind of my long-term plan for this down the road. But yeah, I got the headers in finally. Yeah, these are definitely gonna have to go in the truck after the fact, so. Well, with that, I might even just say, screw it, we'll put the engine in the truck and see if our headers fit, and if they do, we'll get those in, and then, you know, I guess we'll just run it in the truck. It might actually just be easier that way. I'm still thinking I'm gonna have to swap out my valve springs, but this has new valve springs, so there's spring chickens, so I might leave them alone. I'm still not sure. But anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap up this video right here. I'm gonna get back to working on this truck here. I'm working on a video right now for this truck, so yeah, stay tuned for that. But anyways, thank you all for watching, all 300 of you. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm gonna be putting this engine. I think we're just gonna go ahead and put the engine. We'll get the rear main seal slapped in, get our flywheel hooked up, clutch, and then mount it back in the truck, and then we'll get everything all hooked up. We'll get some more fuel in the truck. I got 5 gallons of gas right there. We'll dump in and hook her up, try and fire it, see if our timing's 180 out. I'm sure it will be, and then we'll see if it runs. I know someone's going to complain about something here. I'm already ahead of you on it, but I'm probably behind on something. But when you do headers, there is definitely a heat protection step that must be followed, or else you're gonna have some crispy crittered wires. Now these plugs I'm going to take back out because when we're messing around with the exhaust, I don't want to break these off. These are brand new NGKs. So before anybody says anything, let's see, what we got, number 2 here. Check this out. What's our next contestant? Number 1. So it's like they literally just kind of slide in like that. Click. And then we got number 3. I don't like crossing wires. Oh, I just chugged a whole Gatorade. Quick click.